What is up, guys? We are 10 days out. That's 5 and 5. I don't got two hands available, but 5 and 5. That makes 10. 10 days out from show number 2, as you already know. We did the first show, we did the warm-up, we did the appetizer with the miso soup, but now we got the steak coming. We got the steak coming in 10 days. And I know I've seen Peachy Keen, happy, cheery, happy-go-lucky, but I am destroyed. My body is giving out on me, and I'm trying not to talk about it too much because I'm trying not to be all like, oh, this is so brutal, like, oh, I'm trying not to like bathe in my misery. You know, I'm not trying to take one of the misery baths, you know, because that's the worst thing you could do. Worst thing you could do. I'm trying to take a happiness bath. Okay, that sounded horrible. Maybe I'm gonna edit that out, but I'm probably gonna keep it in because I'm just being real with you guys, bro. When I say some dumb shit, as you know, it usually stays in the video because it makes people laugh. Leg day today. Leg day today. First leg day in like 10 days because peak week for men's physique, typically you don't want to be training legs because you just get this soreness. It's not really doing you any good. Your legs don't matter that much. You don't want to be going into a show being sore. So the last leg day was on the Saturday before peak week, and now it's Wednesday after that peak week. So it's been like 10 days. So we've got 2 more leg days left in this prep. So we're gonna do legitimate leg day today, like pretty much like to absolute failure, but like we'll be pushing it. And we're probably gonna failure. Once again, this upcoming Saturday, an easier leg day where I leave some reps in reserve so I don't go into peak week sore. But yeah, today is like the last real leg day of this 2026 bodybuilding season. So I'm excited for that in terms of for it to be done. But no, honestly, bro, you know what? I am hyped to go hit legs. Let's go. All right. I'm fired up now that I'm vocal. Now that I'm going vocal. Now that I'm not mute. That's the thing, bro. I probably tell you guys all the time, as an online fitness coach, until I'm on the phone with my clients, like I'm mute all day, man. I live at home, my parents work. I'm a bum, 23 years old, living at home. Guys, look at me, man. Some of you guys might look up to me, probably not, but if you do, just know you can live at your parents' house, right? It's not the end of the world. You can live like, bro, I'm saving so much money on rent. I'm stacking bread from coaching. And when I say stacking bread, I mean like stacking like keto bread. Like it's not that much. Like motherfuckers are out here stacking them brioche buns. I got like thin sliced keto bread from the coaching. But if you want me to start stacking brioche buns, fill out the application because I don't have a ton of clients right now. Like I always say, I got more room for more clients. I can take on a lot more clients. So, and sometimes I have people DM me. They're like, yo, like fuck. Yo, prep brain's been hitting me hard. Prep brain's been bending my shit over lately. No joke, bro. I can't get my words out anymore. Wow, I legitimately just feel like brain fog. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the fatigue did hit today. It hit the past couple of days. Like I was walking in the morning, 1 hour of steps outside. I felt like I was going to war. I'm not gonna lie, I was destroyed. Like I said, nope, I'm not trying to take a misery bath. I'm trying to take oh my gosh, I'm gonna say happy shower. That sounds even worse. That sounds so much worse. I gotta get myself in check. But like I was saying, I live at home, 23 years old. I'm gonna be moving out soon. But like, yo, just take me as an example, man. Like, people trip up about like, yo, am I behind in life? Like, bro, I see motherfuckers like 18 years old, 19 years old, like, yo, look at this dude who's like way ahead of me. I'm like, bro, look at me, man. I'm like 4 years older than you and I'm way behind you. So, not that saying living at home is bad. Like I absolutely love living at home. I love my parents to death. They've been so supportive on this prep. They've been so helpful, man. Like it's so clutch to be like living with, like I can't imagine living with like a roommate who's just like every day trying to like fuck with me and like, bro, like, dude, I got Raising Cane's, like, have some Raising Cane's, bro, it won't hurt. Because I bet some people do have to deal with that, which is unfortunate. But I'm not gonna lie though, my parents, like, they got a sweet tooth, so they're always pulling out the ice cream, pulling out the chocolates. But they're good with it in the sense that like they try to keep it low key. Like I'll catch my mom, like, not like she's trying to hide the fact that she's eating ice cream, but she knows that I'm on prep, so she'll be like in the corner of the kitchen like behind the fridge door, like having a little bit of ice cream. Low-cal ice cream though. My mom rips Halo Top. She's a real one for that. She's ripping the Halo Top, the Nick's ice cream. It's fire. I want to try the David ice cream after this prep so I can shit my pants all over the place because of all the EPG. Yeah, be careful with that stuff, guys. If you didn't know, don't have a full pint of don't have a full pint of any of that stuff. Halo Top, Nick's, David. It's got a lot of fiber, a lot of sugar alcohols, and the David's got the EPG, so just be careful. It's okay in moderation. Anyways, we're gonna go hit legs. So I'll take you guys with me for that because I haven't done a leg day video in a long time. Okay, prep brain again. We'll do a leg day video. Bro, my house is mad quiet. This is so weird now that I'm like conscious of it. Except for that beeping, bro. Like there's an alarm that's beeping every 30 seconds. Not a smoke detector. The back door thing, and it's tweaking me out, bro. Okay. All right, lock in, Drew, lock in. What time is it? Is it almost time to eat? No, it's not time to eat yet. So what I've been trying to do lately, since I'm up between like 6:30, I've been better at sleeping in. I used to be waking up at like 5:45 and having like not be able to fall asleep. But I've been better at like, my body's been like kind of wanting to take advantage of the sleep. So I've been able to sleep into like 7:15 most days, which is really good for me considering how these past couple weeks have been. But basically like I get up and I used to kind of just like walk for a little bit and then have my pre-workout meal and go to the gym. But I'm trying to delay my eating a little bit to make my eating window smaller because I'm in the mud right now. I'm on 2,600 calories. And before the first show, I was on 2,400, so it's not as bad, but it's still it's a deficit still. Like I'm still losing weight. I woke up 165 today, so I'm basically back at stage weight, which is nice, but I think we're gonna push the conditioning a little bit more, because why not? We got like 5 days, 6 days to push conditioning, so fuck it. I mean, could get conditioned hard and then carb up like crazy. We're gonna be carving up like crazy, bro, because we didn't fill out to the full extent first show. We're gonna come in bubbly in this bitch, bro. Natty Niagara, get ready for a bubble bath Drew to show up. I'm gonna be bubbling like crazy. It's gonna be like shoulder bubble, bicep bubble, chest bubbles. Call me bubble bath Drew. Call me happiness bubble bath Drew. Don't ever call me that. Please, nobody ever call me that. Okay, let's get back on track, guys. Let me. This is a problem when I'm just talking to myself. It's so easy for me to lose my farking mind and just say the most absurd things ever, because I don't have no one to keep me in check. I need like an AI. I need ChatGPT up next to the camera, keeping me in check, being like, as soon as I start to stay like, go on the bubble bath rant, it's like, it's a prompt, or it's like a big warning. It pops up. Do not call yourself happiness bubble bath Drew. I repeat, do not do that. And then I'd like be like, okay, that was something that I wanted to say, but now I'm seeing it on the screen. Let me not say that. And that'd be really helpful, so I don't say shit like that anymore. But I feel like that's the one thing I have going for me though in this channel. I'm not a very unique individual. Well, I am, but like I don't have the best physique, right? I don't have the craziest physique. My content isn't super high quality. Like I tried doing high quality content with that carb up video, but it kind of was dookie a little bit. But I had fun making it. But like the content's not that high quality. My physique's kind of like, you know, it's good, right? But there's people with way better physiques. Like I'm not the funniest guy and the most entertaining guy, but I got that unique weird spin with how I deliver my lingo, how I speak. And I think that's like the one thing that separates me. So hopefully you guys kind of find that entertaining, because I don't know, it's kind of all I got going for me, other than, oh man, like I look a little flat and depleted right now. You know, here, Zeke update, I'll show you guys where we're at. Not good lighting, but yeah, flat, but we're gonna carb up soon. So basically what I was trying to say is like I'm delaying my eating window a little bit, so I wake up, get my steps in, usually get some work done, drink a decaf coffee. At this point though, like I don't know how much more work there is to do right now. Usually in the mornings there ain't shit for me to do, bro. There ain't shit for me to do, man. Everybody's asleep. All my clients are asleep. That's why I'm yapping right now. I'm trying to kill some time so before it hits like 9:30 I can have my first meal. I guess there's nothing else more to talk about. We're having fun, man. I love prep. It's fun. It's hard, but it's fun. So see you guys in a little bit at the gym. Alright guys, so leg day is done. The last real hard, legitimate leg day of prep finally is complete. I'm not gonna lie, strength was so bad. Like I lost reps. I freaking lost reps. Most of prep, man, I haven't been losing reps, but your boy lost some reps. It is what it is though, right? Like I'm not too concerned about muscle loss right now. I'm just trying to get through prep, man. Just get through it. But I think all my steps are done for the day. Like I'm basically chilling for the rest of the day. We're at 17K steps, bro. Let's go. Shooting for like 18K most days, so that'll just get from walking around the house. So that's got me fired up. I had the best post-workout meal of all time. I air fried my Mighty Pumps banana bread cream of rice. I was in heaven, man. After this next show, bro, I'm gonna not work out for like 2 months. My body wants me dead right now. My body is in so much pain everywhere, every day. Yet I'm still smiling. You see that shit? It's because I love this game. I love the game. Anyways, now that that's out of the way, that wackadoodle bullshit, that leg training crap, we gonna break down the peak week. We're gonna break down last show's peak week. So that's gonna be the main focus of this video, right? The leg workout was just for fun. I got my spreadsheet pulled up right here. I'm gonna get my Screencastify going, like always. Screencastify, 3, 2, 1. Okay, start. That's for me, my editor, myself, so I can cue the synchronization. Before we go through the data, let's go through the plan. Get this crap out of here. This right here is the modified plan, right? This is not my original plan. I tweaked this a little bit based on how the week was going. So this looks super complicated, but let's go one column at a time, right? So we got from Saturday to Saturday. We got 1 week's worth of a plan here. Let's just start off with our protein. As we get closer to show date, I'm tapering my protein down. The reason for that is so that I can keep digestion running a little bit smoother. 2 days out, it's not like, oh, I need to hit my protein to make sure I don't lose muscle. It's like, what the fuck's gonna happen in 2 days? You're not gonna lose muscle. The main priority is the carbs, right? So as you can see, the carbs are scaling up from 245, my baseline. Now, these numbers on the left here, 180, 245, 60, that's my baseline diet. Just 2,400 calories, which I was running up to Monday, but protein starts to come down, carbs start to come up. As simple as just trying to fill out. Like that's all it comes down to. I'm trying to fill out. And I tested 3 back-to-back days on 475 grams of carbs a couple weeks back, and I didn't fill out. Like I just didn't fill out at all at 475. Hence why we're pushing higher than that, right? Like 500, 600. Now, originally, Thursday the plan was 550. Friday the plan was 650. And that was all tentative based on how I was looking each morning. That was like the rough plan. The reason I had to bump down from 550 to 500 and 650 to 600 is literally just because my digestion couldn't handle it. Like I Thursday night, I was burping food, like not throwing up, but like burping like crazy. If I push it to the full 550, sleep quality is gonna take a hit. Like it's not gonna be worth the trade-off. So I was like, all right, let's pull 50 grams carbs out. That mostly was a meal timing issue. Like my meals got a little bit backed up, and then same exact thing happened Friday, right? I had a lot more planned, a lot more carbs planned. I think I was supposed to do like 55 grams fat again, but once again, I had to pull the fats down, pull the carbs down. Because Friday was hectic. We had the tan. I was stuck in this traffic coming home from the city. Everything, I didn't have food with me. Everything got backed up. Sleep matters so much for peak week. If you can get good nights of sleep, you're gonna drop fatigue, you're gonna drop cortisol, you're gonna drop water, you're gonna look drier, you're gonna look leaner, you're gonna handle your carbs better. Everything goes better when you get good sleep. So the trade-off of removing the 50 grams carbs to get good sleep, I was fine with that. Fats, obviously scaled down, same reason as the protein. Same exact thing with fiber. Fiber was 50 to 60 grams baseline, and then eventually just tapering all the way down to 30. Keep digestion running smooth. Don't want a lot of food volume and food mass sitting around. And in terms of training, the final leg day was on Saturday with, it's not specified here, but a couple reps in reserve, and then rest, and then just upper body training all week. And as we get closer and closer to show day, leaving more reps in reserve, because you don't want to be sore the end of peak week and show day. The whole name of the game peak week is filling out, but also dropping fatigue, dropping cortisol. The more sore you are, the more cortisol you have, the more water you hold, the more inflamed you are. You just don't have a nice, tight, dry look. Keep in mind, this all really only applies if you're peeled, right? Like if you just ran a peak week at 15% body fat and did all this stuff, you're gonna look the same. But when you're peeled, there's so little body fat to where all these small nuanced things do make a difference. Like how inflamed you are, how much water you're holding, all that stuff. So with training, you wanna reduce that soreness as much as possible so that you can bring a nice refreshed look to stage, which is why I'm just keeping more and more reps in reserve. The reason I'm not resting entirely and I'm still going in there to train is to make sure that I stay insulin sensitive, because I'm eating all these carbs. If you don't train, you don't deliver blood into the muscle, you don't stimulate the muscle at all, the carbs don't have as much of a reason to fill up your muscles and actually replenish your glycogen. So you're basically just getting in there to do like a little bit of work just to make sure that when you do eat those carbs, they are going to the muscles. One thing I want to note, however, my mock pump up workout Friday, I must have been feeling myself, man. I must have been too high carb because I woke up Saturday morning sore as shit. Not everywhere around, but just like my delts in particular, so insanely sore. I think it's because I added in a novel movement. I added in upright barbell rows on Friday just to get a pump, not to failure whatsoever, but I hadn't done them in a while, and I think that's what caused the soreness. I also had ab soreness because Thursday and Friday I did some like ab work with a few reps in reserve. Saturday morning I woke up ab sore, delt sore, so that was not ideal. Next time around I'm definitely going to try to mitigate that. At the end of all this, we'll go over the tweaks that I'm going to make for my next peak in 10 days. And then cardio, taper down, as simple as that. Incline treadmill goes from 30 minutes, my baseline, and then 17.5K steps. That was my minimum. Most days I was hitting 18 to 20K. Everything gets tapered down because same philosophy. Drop the fatigue, let your body rest and recover, drop the cortisol, drop the water weight. I will say, however, all of these step counts you see here, each day I probably got like 4,000 above that. I'm really bad at minimizing my step count. Like I just walk around a lot. So yeah, that was a bit of a something I'm gonna try to do a little bit better at next time. Water scales up. So a lot of people make the mistake of cutting their water out completely, which as a natural, I'm not gonna say there's no situations where you should do that, but very rarely would that ever make sense. I'm gonna explain water and salt together. So you can see salt is increasing as well, water is increasing. Both of those are increasing from 4.5 grams baseline to 5.5 grams. So intramuscular glycogen consists of carbohydrate and water. To get the carbohydrate and water into the muscle, you need sodium. Sodium is the osmolalric factor that can pull water through things, right? Like with salt attracts water. So when you drink water, if you don't have salt in your system, you're not gonna be able to pull the water and extract the water from what you're drinking. You're just gonna piss it out. Basically, to fill up your muscles, you need all three things. You need carbs, water, and sodium. My philosophy, and the generally accepted philosophy during peak week is when one of these things goes up, the other two should come up, right? So as carbs are increasing, in order to actually get those carbs into the muscle, you need more and more water because you're using up more and more water to fill your muscles, and you need more and more salt because you're using up more and more salt to transport the carbs and transport the water. So these three things, I keep them absolutely locked in: water, salt, carbs. They never really deviate from each other. Even on show day, I'm like, if I'm gonna have carbs, I gotta have water and salt with it. Potassium, it's just not even really worth noting. It just stayed the same basically through the foods in my diet, like sweet potato and stuff. Magnesium, this row isn't really necessary. I take magnesium every night. Supplementation, yeah, these are the subs I was running. Fish oil, L-theanine at night with my magnesium, and then a B complex every morning. Additional notes, starting like Monday-ish, I pulled out like xanthan gum, any product that contains xanthan gum, like certain cream of rices I had to pull, certain sauces I pulled. I did not cut out artificial sweeteners. I was gonna try to, but like your boy needs his diet sodas, man. The only day I didn't have diet sodas was like Friday, but every day after Friday, I was ripping diet sodas, bro. I'm not that hardcore, man. I don't got what it takes. I need my diet soda. And then obviously reduce fiber intake on Wednesday, but I've kind of been doing that all week. It's exactly what I did for peak week. I don't really think there's anything I'm forgetting. So let's go over our actual data, how it all went. So we have from Tuesday to Saturday. Monday morning, as you can tell, farking flat. This is embarrassing. I don't even want to show this. Like, I'm making a dumbass face too. But I mean, like, you can tell, like, the chest is just like, it looks like bone. The lats are not coming out very wide. arms are stringed out. This is expected, right? I've been on 240 grams carbs for a while. This is not a lot. Generally what happens to me is I fill out more as the day goes on. So as you can tell, midday filling out a little bit more, and then by the time we get to the nighttime, like I got some size on me, right? Like morning looks like I just woke up from death. I literally was I can't speak, man. Prep brain looks like I was dead. And Friday night, all right, we're filling out a little bit. Not Friday. Bro, my brain is so cooked. Saturday night. Tuesday night. Brother. But, okay. Basically, let's just go right across. Theoretically, I should be looking fuller and fuller each day. And does that happen? When I saw this Friday morning, I instantly knew, okay. With 500, we filled out a little bit, so we improved. But we didn't spill, so we can push even harder. So that gave me the confirmation that on Friday, like 600 grams was gonna be the move. The Wednesday midday compared to Friday midday, especially when you look at this arm over here, it just looks spaghetti over here. And here you can tell we're getting a little bit more thickness there. Friday, the look's improving. And by Friday night, we're pumped, man. We are pumped. Like the chest finally got full, and that started to happen Thursday night. Did we fill out to the full extent? No, I don't think so. And I'll show you why in a minute. Also want to note that like Friday night, no conditioning loss, right? Like this vein, arms are still lean. Core still looks great. And then let's go to Saturday morning. This is the last check-in we have. As you can tell, a little bit flat Saturday morning. Obviously, like not the end of the world, right? Like this delt and the definition and how everything's looking in this arm right here compared to here, that's a pretty big difference, right? Like this arm tells a big story. This right arm here compared to here, a lot more going on. The lats are coming out a little bit wider. Not really, but chest is way fuller. It's this very minor difference, right? Like you could argue that all of this is just me making shit up, right? You could easily argue that. And the reason I'm not gonna sit here and be like, well, it is a huge difference, is because when we look at the body weight data, the morning body weight data, 167, 166, 166, 165, 164, we lost weight every single day. And a lot of it, right? Like 3 pounds over the course of 5 days, which is insane. Despite all of these carbs. So essentially what this tells me is I'm just ripping through the carbs. Like my body just was so depleted, and like I could just handle a lot more. Nighttime weight never got up that high. I missed a couple, I missed a lot of weight logs. That's on me, so I apologize. Oh, last thing, notes. Pump started to improve starting Thursday. Friday night and Saturday night, crazy foot cramping. Also, the overnight hunger was still happening all of peak week. Like even with all the high carbs, that never went away. So the combination of all this stuff, right? Cramping still happening, overnight hunger, waking up lighter, not looking super full. All of this points to push the carbs harder next time. More carbs or more days of carbs. I don't necessarily think I need like more than 4 days. I think 4 days is good, but basically next time around, which is soon, instead of going from like 350 to 450, 500, I think we're gonna just start off running at like, honestly, probably just shipped everything a day earlier. Or maybe like 500, 500, 600, 600, something a little bit less scaly. Something more just kind of straight up. We'll go back to the plan real quick and basically show you what I'm gonna revise. So protein, I'm not gonna touch. I think this was totally fine. This approach worked really well. Carbs, obviously this is getting revised. Now, instead of 245, I'm currently on 300 grams. So we'll be starting off at like 300 grams Monday. So what I think I'm gonna do in that case is by Tuesday, probably go straight to 400 on Tuesday. Wednesday, 550. Thursday, 600. Friday, I might push like 700. Or I'm gonna do 500, 500, 600, 600. One of those two. Either way, we're pushing carbs a little bit more. I'm gonna do some more like digging around into figuring out. I really gotta think that through, what I think makes more sense. Training, I'm not gonna touch. I'm just gonna go a lot easier. Even like Wednesday, Thursday. I was getting a little sore from those workouts. So I'm gonna take it even easier Wednesday, Thursday. Super easy Friday. Cardio, I'm gonna run the same protocol, exact same thing. Water, not gonna change. Salt, not gonna change. All this stuff is fine, but just the carbs. The simplest change I'm gonna make is just more carbs and more fats. Just fill out more. I need to look bigger because OCB, this federation really prioritizes fullness rather than conditioning. So I got the conditioning. I don't need to worry about it. Even if I spill, that's honestly totally fine. I'm so overly conditioned or will be at that point to where if I spill, it's gonna be doing more good than harm. So that is the game plan. Push everything just harder. More carbs, more fats. So yeah, I'm super pumped about it. Only got a few more days of like true dieting until these carbs start coming up again. So that is pretty much it. Thank you guys for checking out this video. And then I don't know what the next video is gonna be. Probably like next video is honestly gonna be like the beginning of next peak week probably. So I will see you guys for that. Otherwise, not otherwise. That's not the right word I'm looking for. Thanks again for watching. See you guys soon, and love you guys.